Hi guys, so I've got my wee Stanley Sweetheart plane here. I was chatting about the other day. It could be, although it's the smallest plane, it is the favourite one. And everything that comes so cheaply is more treasured than something that you spent loads on. You spend very little on something and you make it better. It's always better than finding something that's already been fixed up for you. I feel that way anyway. So when I was growing up, I was very fortunate that my father worked in a distillery and I was often in and out of there and in the workshop and around the workings of it. It wouldn't be allowed nowadays, but everyone knew who I was and who my dad was, and it wasn't an issue. So as I got older, there was always going to be work in my life, and manual work. That was going to be the way of it. And I used to play in the workshop in the distillery, play with all the shavings, the maintenance joiner had accrued in his workshop. And years later, when I was working myself, I met someone who was related to the old joiner in the distillery, and they gave me some of his tools. So I have one of his planes, it's a Miller's Falls, and I have a nice chrome spoke shave, and these are treasures that I hang on to. So as you get older, you get more inquisitive, and you need to go and try things and work away at things. I used to help my father in the garden, and he was a great keen gardener, and he taught me a lot about nature when we were out in the garden, names of trees and birds and all sorts of things, which held me in good stead for the job I'm in as I got older, working in forestry and sawmills and stuff. And in the school holidays, I used to work with an uncle over in Islay, and he was very influential in my early days of working. And I have a couple of his planes here. These old ones belong to my uncle and great uncle. Their names are on it, but I'm not going to show you. But it's nice to have these tools. So I used to work away in school holidays, building houses and working on bits of distilleries when maybe I shouldn't have, but back in the 1980s it wasn't an issue, wasn't so much of an issue. I think probably because I was a bigger chap, I maybe looked a wee bit older than I was. So all these people were very influential in me getting into working and conducting myself properly at work and learning, and just knowing to have patience a wee bit in the early stages, and things would come to you, but showing you a keenness and a willingness to learn. People will teach you things, and it's not a bad trait to have. And I've been very fortunate in my life. I have experienced a whole range of works, from maintaining buildings, fencing, built a big timber building when I was an apprentice. I worked on the roof of it and all different parts, and it was very, very interesting, and it made you quite feel confident, and you learned how to deal with people, and just learning and taking in information about other trades and how they work and how they flow with each other, and learning wee bits about them that can speed your job up, because if you can do something without requesting that trade, you can move forward a wee bit faster. And even for working at home, you can learn to do wee odds and ends that you won't need to pay someone for. So, and then you get older. You've learned, you've been an apprentice and you're getting older, and you need to find your way. Some people are quite content. Others look at problems and see to themselves, can I improve this? I think I've got better ideas. And if you have, and your ideas are genuinely better, put them forward. Go and speak to the boss. Sometimes you have to speak to the boss's boss to get the answer you want. And don't be scared to take on responsibility. You won't get it right all the time, but at times you will get it right. And you might be able to improve things, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So that's just some more bletherings from the shed, and I'll catch up with you again soon.